Hey guys, and welcome to my next part of my series. Let's learn about astrology. And this part is about the twins, the infamous two-faced sign that everybody loves to hate but can't get enough of. Geminis. Yep, Geminis. Gemini is a mutable air sign that is ruled by Mercury. So these people are very, very, very smart. And I'm going to kind of tell y'all why people think that they're two-faced and kind of just some of their attributes and what they do as a whole. So a lot of people stereotype Geminis as two-faced, but they're actually not two-faced. They just have like multiple personalities. So yes, you can say they're two-faced, but they're not fake. They're not fake. And they know who they are as individuals. So like nobody can really like tell them who they are, make them feel less of themselves because they know who they are. Period. And they may allow you to know who they are as well if they trust you and they like make that decision to let you in and see all different parts of themselves. So Geminis are intelligent, like I just said, geniuses basically, witty, funny, calculated, and they're kind of like free. Like that's like the best way I can describe a Gemini. You try to put a Gemini in a box, you can't put a Gemini in a box. And I've already made a video about Geminis down on my page before, but this is kind of just like stamping what I said. I already know, I was right. Some of their bad traits are that they're very like moody. They have like, as I said, multiple personalities. So like you really don't know who you're gonna get that day. Unpredictable. And they get bored really, really fast. I will say that Geminis are extremely misunderstood. Out of like a lot of signs that I have like studied and stuff like that, they are probably like the most misunderstood, and like the things about them are the most inconsistent. But what I can say from my experience with Geminis, they really just are like mirrors because they do have multiple personalities. So they just mirror people's personalities a lot of the time until they decide that they want to be themselves. And I know that might sound bad, but they do it to like gather information about this person and gather like their point of view of life. And most times when it does come to a Gemini, usually they're raised in very like bad upbringings, but they find a way to like make it good, and they find a way to keep going through the like adversity that they were faced. Usually they face like something very traumatic in their childhood, which actually causes the other twin, excuse me y'all, hold on, which also would actually causes the other twin to actually appear to like protect them from whatever they're going through. Of course you can stereotype any sign, but Geminis are just like, you can't do it to them. And the reason I said it, because like out of all signs, probably besides Pisces, they're like so different. Like so different. You might meet a Gemini and they might treat you this way, and somebody else might meet that same Gemini and have a completely different experience with them. And that's because they usually, like I just said, mirror what the situation is. They usually mirror it or decide which personality they want to show you because they have so many. And I know it sounds like a bad thing for them to have like multiple personalities, but I mean it kind of is, but it's kind of not. Because like throughout those personalities, if they have met like bad people or narcissistic people or toxic people, they do pick up on those personalities because they are mirrors, like I just said. So if somebody cheats on them, they'll cheat back. If somebody like hits them, they'll hit them back. If somebody spits on them, they'll spit on you back. Somebody talks shit to them, they'll talk shit back because they're literally mirrors. So being that if they do have experiences with narcissistic people, you know what they're going to become? A narcissistic person. Being that they become like they have experiences with toxic people, they're going to become a toxic person, and they don't care because they know deep down that's not who they really are. You feel me? Like, they know that's not who they truly are. They're only doing it because you did it to them. They're very tit for tat individuals. These are also people who are like always on the go, always have to be busy because they feel like if they're not doing something, they're not helping. Like, they're not being useful. And that like kind of goes back to like their trauma and stuff, but that's what they do. They try to help as much as they can. They try to strategically, like, just like I said, calculate it. They try to strategically help however they can. And although a lot of people do talk down on Geminis, there are good traits on Geminis. Like, when they love hard. When they're loyal, they're really loyal. When they're committed, they're really committed. And people don't like to highlight that side of it. Like, people only talk about, like, oh, they're cheaters. Did you do anything to make them feel like you were cheating? Did you do anything to make them feel like you were doing this to them? Because I'm telling you, you don't even have to do it, y'all. If they think in their mind, if you give them any type of evidence, because like if they think in their mind that you're playing with them and you give them any type of evidence that you're playing with them, they're gonna think that you're playing with them even if you're not, because they're gonna be like, oh, this person thinks they're smarter than me. Oh, this person thinks I'm dumb. Then they're gonna show you why they're not dumb. And they're going to play it very calculated. They're going to play it very strategically. And I do know this because I know a lot of Geminis. And I am also compatible with Gemini. So I just understand them on a different level. Like, they're literally like siblings to me. Like, I just get them, you know? And when it comes to like people saying Geminis get bored easily and stuff, it's really not about them being bored. It's more about, are they being mentally stimulated? Is every single one of their personalities being stimulated? And I know that might seem complicated, but every single personality that a Gemini has is smart and loves to be mentally stimulated, intellectually stimulated. So if you're giving them that, you're good. If you're giving them attention, you're good. If you're trying to understand them, you're good. But like I just said, if it's like a situation where they think you're being toxic or they think you're cheating on them, they are going to retaliate. So a lot of times when people say, oh, Gemini did this to me, usually it was like a reaction. One thing I will say is, if a Gemini decides that they don't want to heal, then it will be bad. Like, I'm sorry to say, it will be bad, because they will terrorize everybody. No cap. I'm not even trying to be funny. They will literally terrorize everybody just because of what they going through internally. And that's how you know. Because like I just said, it's a mirror. They sometimes externalize what they're going through inside and try to make you a mirror to them. So like, if they're going through stuff in their head, they sometimes take it out on you so that you can be a mirror to them, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know if that makes sense to y'all, but true facts, no cap. So it is very important for a Gemini specifically to heal. I do feel like it's important for all signs to heal, because the toxicness does express itself in different ways. But I do feel like a Gemini's toxicness can go crazy, y'all, because they pick up on everything. They pick up on so many different people's personalities. So it just could be bad. It just could be bad because they know how to get to everybody. They know how to terrorize everybody. They know how to hurt everybody. Realistically, like, they're the ones who need to heal. They're the ones. And I don't know how that would necessarily work for them, because they do have like multiple personalities. But I don't know. They got to. It's a need. It has to happen. It's not a suggestion. They need to heal. Period. Every Gemini needs to heal to be the best Gemini they could be. Toodles, y'all. That's all I have to say about Geminis. I already kind of made a video like this, so this was just like another video, like my next part to the series. So, toodles.